to another episode of Faith Talks. And today we have the gorgeous Adebola Odunfa in the house, and we'll be talking about our COVID-19 lockdown experience. So this time last year we were on lockdown. I think the whole of Nigeria and many other countries all over the world. Yeah. So we're going to be sharing our experience. Okay, my lockdown experience. So first, I couldn't work, and the kind of work that I used to do then, I worked in a clinic. I had to be physically available to attend to patients to end, and because the clinic was not running at the moment, so I was home, not earning money. I took online courses, and then I finished this year.
Because I know I started like 3 and
everything is out. And then towards August, I just agree. Okay, I started Faith Talks. So let me hear from you. What was your slide?
Oh well, very long and
Eventful.
yeah, negatively. It was. Last year was good. The lockdown started last year March.
Started Bolarita now. What is it?
Yes, now.
Okay.
When I started Bolarita was in June last year. So last year was good. At least I was still very okay. Not until January. Yeah, January.
This year.
Yeah, January this year.
Okay.
I went for my sister, and after my birthday was good. And I went to my sister's wedding at Ondo State on the 23rd of January. I got back. That was good too. I got back on the I got back on the 25th of January, and I fell sick on the 26th. So I didn't know exactly what was wrong. I felt like it was just like normal malaria, infectious malaria, and then when I realized that 1 week malaria has not gone. And after they say normally if you are taking malaria drugs, they write if symptom persist after 5 days or something, consult your doctor. Okay, so I think Russia, we're not really suspecting COVID as at that time. We're still trying to treat malaria, typhoid. My husband is a doctor, so he was trying his best. And then I had to go to my mom's place because my husband is hardly around, and I needed someone to take care of me. And then he stopped my son from going to school because his school is closer to my place. Yeah, but I had to go to my school. Yeah, and I was at my mom's place for 2 to 3 weeks or more. Can't remember. But it was later we found out that it was COVID. I was on all COVID medications. Lots of sense.
Lots of brain.
Lots of taste and smell. I didn't lose my senses. Lots of taste.
But your taste and smell, they are your senses now.
Well, true. I don't mean like I lost my
your brain.
So lots of sense and sorry, lots of sense of smell and taste. I couldn't taste anything. I couldn't smell anything. I think with the old symptoms, I think that was the worst part for me. I hated it, knowing fully well that I was craving something, and then I get to eat this thing, but I can't taste it and I can't smell it. I hate a lot of pepper soup, but at the same time I couldn't even taste. So it was really bad. I was really down. I couldn't do the things that I do on a normal day. I fall sick. I used to fall sick a lot growing up, but I never felt this sick I didn't feel that in a very long time. So it really weighed me down. And knowing that I couldn't take my son to school, my son was home all through, and then my mom had to be the one taking care of me, and I was scared that
you would infect them.
Exactly. So it was even still funny enough, because my mom still took a COVID test. I think even before I got better, and it was negative. You get, so it was still like a surprise as to how she didn't get it, but well, thank God. But then so far so good. I started getting better. I came back home so that my baby could go back to school and stuff. Started getting better. Not until what happened? Okay, I started having issues with my tummy. I started having stomach issues. Like I was just feeling this pain. Meanwhile, while they were treating me for COVID, I was also being treated for ulcer because they thought I had gastroenteritis.
Okay.
It's a stomach whatever. It has to do with the stomach blah. Anyways, so I was also treating like ulcer and stuff like that because they actually thought that was what was wrong and all. Not until I went to see. When I got home, I went to the hospital and I was advised to do a scan.
Okay.
So I did a scan, and the scan I was supposed to do, normally if you do a pregnancy scan to show that you are pregnant, but pregnancy didn't come to mind at all.
Okay.
I even remember going to the hospital at that time when I was still running some tests earlier when I was really sick. I remember the nurses making jest of me that, am I sure I'm not pregnant, blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
I know jokingly blah blah, and what does because pregnancy want to fly from heaven, because I saw my period in December, I saw my period in January, I saw my period in February. That period I was sick. I saw my period. I was sick into February. I felt sick from 26th. So into February, I still saw my period. I think around mid-February, I saw my period. So nobody really thought of pregnancy or anything. Not until I did an abdominal. I did an abdominal pelvic scan. So abdominal pelvic scan will show everything, whether you are pregnant or not pregnant or anything. So it's not like I did a pregnancy test because, of course, so abdominal pelvic scan.
But you did it because of your gastroenteritis.
Yes, the stomach, the issues, the issues I was having in my stomach. You just really wanted to know exactly where the pain was coming from and what was wrong. Only for the abdominal pelvic scan to show that I was
Pregnant.
8 weeks pregnant.
Man,
That's
were
like
you excited when you found out?
2 months, what?
No, now.
I was not. I don't know. I didn't know how to feel because I wasn't. I didn't plan it.
It was wrong timing.
Wrong timing. But of course, I'm married, so I'm not expected to remove a baby or whatever. Yeah, I wasn't just expecting it. Do you understand? Not at that time because I have like a lot of things that I have planned out for myself, and I'm not expecting any baby anytime soon. At least I used to say that not until I'm done with my PhD.
PhD, not even masters.
Yes.
And you okay to be 10 years old before you ask?
I don't mind.
Well, that one discussion for another day. But go on.
So I wasn't expecting it, but well, we're kind of. I don't say we're happy, and I won't say we were sad. We didn't just know how to feel at that time. Me and my husband, so I discussed with my husband, and I'm like, okay, but the stomach pain didn't go. So we knew right then that something was wrong. And then I went to see a gynecologist in the hospital, and then I was told that I was already dilated. Dilation, like normally, okay, so when you are pregnant, when they tell you are dilated, it means your baby is like
Ready to come.
Your baby is ready to come. Do you understand? So we got really confused that what could have caused it. It just means that I had a threatened abortion or miscarriage or whatever. I think threatened abortion or so. So we didn't know what could have caused it because I didn't use anything. Only for us to now go back, to think back, I think the COVID drugs. I used a lot of drugs because I treated malaria first. They started treating me for typhoid. Before we now went to COVID test, I treated gastroenteritis. A lot of things. I used a lot of things do you understand? Drugs that you are not supposed to use.
Most of all these drugs, they usually have implications. Like
yes,
that you do not use if you're pregnant.
Exactly. So we didn't know which drug exactly, and then I didn't actually know I was pregnant. If not, I wouldn't have used those drugs and stuff. So it was really bad because when I already had the threatened abortion, I had to go in for an NDA. NDA is like is manual something. It's a medical term. They use it to evacuate. So when they realize that you have a miscarriage or you have a threatened abortion or something, they use it to remove the remnants. Do you understand? Meanwhile, before then, only before then or after then? Okay, after when I did the evacuation, I removed the remnants of the baby since it was already a threatened abortion.
Were you bleeding?
No, not yet at that point. So So after the evacuation, it went well. I think it was just 15-minute procedure. It was very uncomfortable, but well, I saw them remove all the choco of my baby, of my 2-month-old baby.
At that point, did they detect the sex of the baby? Did you know?
No. You can't detect sex of the baby at that point. But when I did the scan, there was a fetal heartbeat. So I could feel the heartbeat of the baby. Yeah. So, but I just guessed that the baby wasn't coming to stay.
So after the evacuation and everything, did you get better? Did you feel?
No, that was what was supposed to happen. I was actually supposed to feel better after the evacuation, but it got worse. That was when the real problem started. And this was around, I did the evacuation on the 14th of February. That was exactly on Valentine's Day. That was me and my husband spent our Valentine's Day in the hospital.
Oh my goodness.
So it was on a Sunday, I remember, and it got worse after that evacuation. I felt like I was going to die. You know when you're just fed up and like. So anyway, it got bad in the sense that I started bleeding. Yes, I started having bad tummy aches. I started bleeding. The bleeding wasn't so bad, but I wasn't supposed to be seeing clots. Do you understand?
I was having blood clots.
Yes, I was having blood clots.
Oh my goodness.
So I had to go back to the hospital, and the hospital now told me that there was the first doctor that didn't do the evacuation properly, so they had to.
And where did you do this? What hospital did you do?
No, I did it at Lasso. I did the first evacuation at Lasso. Then I had to, when I started bleeding again, I had to go to General Hospital, my husband's hospital, that General Hospital in Fakoi. Where
so that's why they said it wasn't done right the first time.
Yeah, not like it wasn't done right. They didn't completely evacuate.
Oh my goodness.
So now they tried as much as possible. I think I was on bed rest for like the whole day there. So I did a scan, of which confirmed that after they checked me and everything, they said that okay, is that blood clot that is coming out is probably the remaining. So after this one should come out, then there is nothing, because when I did the scan now showed that there was nothing there anymore. No baby, no pregnancy, nothing. Do you understand? Then when after the scan, another doctor came to check me and he said, oh, my cervix is closed, so I shouldn't be expecting any clot anymore. So they confirmed that my cervix was closed. So I felt better. Of course, I'm supposed to feel better.
It was good news at the time.
It was good news. I was on bed rest, only for me to come back home, and then I realized that I was still bleeding, but it was light bleeding. You know when you're spotting after your period, like it's probably pink or brown. And I was feeling like it was, me and my husband felt like it was normal.
Yeah,
like,
because
of course
it means that it's something growing.
Mm-hmm. Like after that kind of procedure, you're still expected to bleed, but maybe something light. At least I was not seeing clots, so like mine exactly. So, but one thing we noticed was that anytime I do something stressful, I start to bleed. I bleed more, exactly. So I had to reduce the exercises, exactly stuff I do on a normal day. I couldn't take my son to school. I couldn't pick him up from school. Basically, my husband didn't even allow me to do much anymore. He just took the whole responsibility. So meaning it was the daddy and the mommy at the same time. Anyways, not until it was like that. It was going on like that, like a week, 2 weeks. You understand? We're hoping that it will stop, but it didn't stop. Not until, I'm trying to remember the exact day that this happened. It was around 11:30 p.m. It was on a Sunday, another Sunday. My son had just come back from my mom's place, so it was just me and him. My husband was on call, midnight call, so it was at the hospital. So it was just me and my baby at home. And then I just put my baby to sleep, and I decided to sleep beside him. And then I just realized that something was coming out of me. Normally, I've been bleeding for like weeks now, normal blood. But I felt like a pressure like I wanted to give birth to a baby. It was so bad and it was so intense that I had to go to the toilet to check my pants, only for me to realize that I was passing out clots, like the
blood clots.
Yes, it was so bad, and I was the only one at home. I passed clots nothing less than 10 times.
Wow.
The one that was really bad was when at some point it stopped. So I was like, let me sleep. This was around, I think, past 12 in the night. I was like, meanwhile, I was in constant communication with my husband. We were just trying to calm me down. We'll be fine. Let's see what happens in the morning. Meanwhile, I was also talking to my sister, and then I was talking to a particular friend that was online at that time because I was confused. I didn't know what to do. So that my friend is also a medical student. She was just telling me to be calm. She was like, can I go to the hospital now if possible and stuff, so I don't get to bleed out and stuff, you know. My sister on the other hand, my sister is not in the country, but at the same time I was still talking to everybody at like those 3 set of people at the same time, and they were really trying to calm me down. I tried to order taxify, no driver, Uber, no driver, and there was no way. Who do I want to call around past 12? And my husband was in the hospital and stuff. So I tried to
Nigerian health system. This is something that you should be able to even
call 911,
exactly,
right?
Call for an emergency pickup. It's
yeah.
really sad. It's really sad, to be honest.
So
Did you wait?
that was around past 12. I was trying to calm myself down. Not until I think I laid down for like 5 minutes, and then I just felt like I needed to pee. And immediately I stood up. I was just bleeding non-stop. It was like I was urinating and I was pooing at the same time. So the urine was coming out, like the urine was blood, and then the stool was like clot. So it was like I was stooling and I was urinating at the same time, and it was non-stop for like the next 5 minutes. At that point, I had lost a lot of blood. That was right there and then.
Actually, like it drains you of your strength.
I was not even really, I was tired at that point. I started to feel dizzy at some point, but my baby was at home, so I needed to be strong, and then he was still asleep, and I didn't know what would have happened if I don't know what I would do if I should pass out and my son should wake up and there's nothing he can do and everything,
because so he couldn't even have helped you at that moment.
Exactly, still a child and stuff. So I had to. That was right. I think right there and then my husband decided that I needed to come to the hospital immediately. So he had to call his parents to come pick me up, and they're coming all the way from, let me just say, Bega, because like Akute side, and they have to come all the way to come and pick me up. More reason why people should buy Benz for me, because I don't have a car.
You couldn't have even driven at that point.
Well, if I couldn't reach my. It wasn't so bad that I couldn't drive actually. I was just bleeding. I wasn't in pain at that time.
Okay.
So when it was so bad, I ran out of. I think I used two complete parts that night, and then it got to the stage where I had to wear my son's diaper.
Serious?
Yeah, it was that bad. I had to manage my. It wasn't my size, so I just wore it, and then I wore a pants just to hold it. Yeah. So that was when my mother, so I had to pack a few things. I still had the strength to pack a few things. My mother-in-law came to pick me up, and then we headed straight for the hospital. I think this was already around past 1. When we got to the hospital, the doctor checked me, and they realized that, and they told me that nothing is like, they didn't even do any evacuation at all. And this was like the 3rd time.
What hospital was this?
This is General Hospital. This is another doctor. And that was when they knew that something was wrong, because it was confirmed.
So this doctor is saying that evacuation wasn't even done at all.
Yeah, it feels like
they feel the remnants of
yes, and it was a lot. It was a lot. So if they had removed something, then why is it still this much? It was a lot. So they started to evacuate. It got to be. I think when it was almost done, that was the point where I think I saw God.
This is scary. I don't know how you are speaking so lightly of it, but this is really scary.
I survived now, so
this is scary. And the truth is that, like, the fact that you went through all of this, I would not say alone because you had like your husband and you had like a few support system, but the truth is that
I
you
didn't have any
felt
support
it.
system. I
You
think I
felt
just
it
had
the
my
most.
husband and my
Your
family,
family.
because at that point I didn't.
Those
I
are the people I'm
didn't,
referring to as support system. But I'm saying that
Okay.
you just had like it was basically you. And
yeah,
just a few
yeah. It
people,
was
and
psychologically.
like how could you deal with
draining.
all of this? Like
At some point, I didn't even know how to feel anymore. I was tired. Immediately after that evacuation, because evacuation is like them opening your two legs. You're not under any anesthesia or anything. Your two legs are open, and then one doctor is
so you
choking
saw
something
all
inside.
of this happen.
Yes, now. It
My
happened the
God.
first time, the second time, third time, and then it's like one doctor is choking on inside of you and then bringing out a huge amount of blood. Like they are sucking out the blood, sucking out the remnant, the clot, and everything. So it's not painful, but it's very, very uncomfortable. So I think he did this for like, I think I was on that table for like more than 15 to 20 minutes, close to 30 minutes, I guess. And then I think at that point was when I passed out. It was like, when, okay, I don't expect you to imagine, but I felt my life leave my body. I remember the doctor calling my name, Miss Odunfa, Miss Odunfa.
Yeah, they usually try to keep you awake.
Say, Miss Odunfa, are you there, Miss Odunfa? I could hear him, but I couldn't
You were
respond. Do you understand? I remember the nurses, people were calling my name, but I couldn't respond. I felt I was trying so hard to open my eyes, but I couldn't. Like it kept closing itself.
It just felt like a hard time.
I felt like life. I have never felt that way for the whole of my 24 years on earth. I felt my life leave my body because I tried so much to stay alive and I couldn't. It was like it was beyond me, and I've never actually felt that way before. I remember them carrying me out of the theater or whatever it was. I remember them carrying me out. I remember I slipped, and then I think another patient came to assist the nurse that was carrying me. I remember when I slipped, the patient was shouting, "Jesus, Jesus, Jesus, Jesus." Do you understand? So at that point, I think that was when I went blank. I don't remember anything that happened. I remember when I woke up, I saw myself on the bed. I was already collecting blood because I had lost. I think they said maybe 1.2 or there liters of blood and stuff. I had lost a whole lot of blood, so I needed to replenish it. I think I was supposed to collect one at first. Not until the doctor came and was like, "You can't collect one. You've lost a whole lot." So I think I collected 2 more, 2, 3. I collected 3. Anyways, it got better. I felt okay. I think after collecting the second one, the night I collected the second one, I felt good. I haven't felt like that since January after my sister's wedding. I told my husband that I feel good, and I haven't felt like this in a very long time. I felt good. I felt like I was fine. Not until the next day I went a bit down. I was a bit down. And one thing about general hospitals, I spent a lot of money, right from the beginning to
and because it wasn't even done properly the first time, it just incurred more cost, more unnecessary cost.
I spent a lot of money, and then I'm just thankful to God. I'm thankful for my family that actually stood beside me. I'm thankful for my husband, the whole support. It was emotionally and psychologically draining, to be very honest. I'm just really thankful for the love and everything that people showed me at that point in time. Because I didn't really tell any of my friends because it felt like it was not beginning to feel something. Because I remember when I came out of COVID, I remember telling people that, "Oh, I'm fine now," and everything, only for me to go back and now say something. Do you understand? So I just felt like, let me just keep this private, since it was even a little bit private anyways. Like, okay, maybe when I come out of it, I'll probably do a video and we'll talk about it.
Run out of time.
Exactly. That's the word.
And so we will continue our discussion in the next episode of Faith Talks. Do not forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and tag your friends to watch the videos. Bye.